Wagwan people, it's 1806 Dadab0i FM. You're listening to the voice of Dadab0i. Yeah, welcome to my channel. Yeah, before I dive into anything, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Don't come here to watch free content, man. Shit ain't easy out here. It's not easy to even think about content, not to talk of actually, putting it down, Man, I lost my train of thought. Well, that's not why I'm here. So let's talk about Makoko. Let's talk about Lagos. Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about Nigeria. So I've seen reports, friends and family talking about Makoko and things going on in Makoko. Yeah, I feel deeply sorry for everyone involved in this whole Makoko situation, this demolition. But, ever since I was a kid, I was born and bred in Lagos, in case you don't know, Agege, for that matter. So, Makoko is not a new place. People residing in Makoko, this is not new. Me growing up in Lagos, they used to tell children if you don't like your family, if your parents flog you or you feel like your parents discipline you and you're angry, they will tell you go to Makoko, go and meet your family members over there, because Makoko was never a good place to live. So it's funny that for example, me myself, I've been outside Nigeria for at least 11 years, and to hear that people still reside in Makoko up to date, I'm telling you, bro, if you are living in Lagos and you feel like it's okay for you to be paying 5,000 naira per month to live in Lagos, to live in somewhere in Makoko, then you probably can count yourself as one of the problems of Nigeria. It don't make no sense. If you're an adult, you are over 30-year-old, and you feel like you can give birth in somewhere like Makoko, in that swamp, that smelly area, bro. No. Lagos is not by force. You need to understand. It's not everything you are going to blame the government for. There are histories, bro. Check US, bro. United States of America, there are places in the United States of America that development needs to come there. They need to demolish some buildings. You understand? They need to bring down some buildings to bring up skyscrapers and whatnot to make America what it is today. But we Nigerians, we want to wallow in BS. We want this poverty. We want the world. How many places in the world do you see that looks like Makoko? I watch Al Jazeera almost every day. Yeah, almost every day I watch Al Jazeera, and I'm telling you, some cities in Syria that have been bombarded, some cities in Gaza still look way better than Makoko. That's a war zone. Some cities in Ukraine still looks better than Makoko. How can we be Nigerians and we want to be okay with it, and you want the government to use taxpayers' money? Can you answer one question for me? How many people do you know in Makoko that live in Makoko that actually pay their taxes? As a Nigerian, I have never paid my tax. Yeah, I probably left Nigeria since I was age of 17, 18. You understand? But maybe if I was in Nigeria, I would pay my tax, But I don't know. That's maybe. But if you are still living in Makoko up until date, and you work, you breed yourself, you go out to work and you come back and you live in Makoko, you live in that swamp, you are one of the problems of Nigeria. I understand some of you come into Lagos to come and find a better life, and Makoko was where you reside. 1 year, 2 years, you should move out. I'm telling you that some of you reside in Makoko and you bring your relatives down there. It's unfair. It's unfair. So you are trying to tell me that you are saying that the government has no provisions for people that they are sending away from Makoko. You are an individual, that you love yourself, why don't you find a place to live outside Makoko? Yes, I understand that some of you are indigents of Makoko. So are you trying to tell me that you don't have councillors, your community leader that represents you? Because I don't get it. I don't get why Nigerians feel like we need to accept these things, like we need to wallow in these things. No, man. No. I'm not one of those Nigerians that would accept Makoko to be a place where you should give birth. Yo, some houses in Makoko don't even have toilets, bro. You guys piss and shat in that same swamp. You live in there. Okay, so what if it was fire? What if it was fire that erupted from one of those wooden houses in Makoko? Are you going to blame the government for that as well? You chose to live there. Some of you, state of origin is not Makoko, bro. But you're trying to tell me, no. Okay, now it has happened now. They've demolished Makoko now, or they are about to demolish Makoko, or they are still demolishing Makoko. What are you trying to do? What's your political move? What is the plan here? Are you just going to come on the media and start crying that, oh, the government is sending us out of our house? I'm sorry to say, that is no house, bro. That's some temporary residence for you people to just live in. But you guys think that's life. That's not life. That's not life, bro. We are Nigerians. If we can't take care of ourselves, how the fuck do we expect Nigerians government to come and take care of us? Like, I don't get it. If we can't even look out for, do you understand that some of you living in Makoko are carriers of certain diseases? You are hosts for malaria. Honestly, bro, I can imagine some of you going out there to hospitals to donate blood. You think your blood is clean? Nah, I'm not trying to shade you people. I'm not going to come out here and call out Tinubu for this. No, bro. Like, I'm about 6-year-old or 7-year-old or that I've been hearing about Makoko, like people living on water. It sounds exotic, but the first time I actually saw a picture of Makoko, this I know luxury. This I know island. Bro, tourists come in there and some of you even have a job. You think you are what? Some tour guide? No. Nah. Nigerians, we need to do better. We need to take care of ourselves. It's quite important. Before the government can come and save us, or before they come and rescue us from any poverty, or, you understand, lack of anything, we need to take care of ourselves, bro. Bro, I'm a Nigerian by birth, bro. It doesn't mean I'm going to wait for some Nigerian government to come and save me from poverty. Or do you think that those people that pay 10 million naira in Lekki for rent, they've got two heads? Some of them are not even privileged, bro. They worked hard to get there. I'm not saying I can pay 10 million naira in Lekki. Yo, it will be a struggle for me to be able to pay 1 million naira monthly in Lekki or anywhere else in Lagos, to be precise. But my hometown is an option. I was talking to a friend the other day about how I want to go back to Nigeria and actually go to my hometown and explore my hometown. But it's going to cost me way more money than me actually living in Lagos. Because electricity, movement and all of that, I need to be mobile. You understand what I'm saying? But like Nigerians, if you need us to come together and come and say like the government have done something bad this time around, they haven't done nothing. This is not the first time I'm hearing that the government is warning people to leave Makoko, that Makoko is under reconstruction, that there is development plans for Makoko. So why is it now? Why do we have to wait up until now when they bring bulldozers and tractors to bring every building down, and then you want to say the government and you are crying, man? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if you are a victim to this, bro. You let it come to this. We want Nigeria to grow. We want Nigeria to be developed. We want people to stop laughing at Nigeria. But no, you want self-pity. You want us to pity you, but you want to laugh about your president falling down in Turkey. Laugh about yourself first, bro. Bro, if all of us have done the bare minimum to make Nigeria a decent country, to make Lagos decent enough, we will not have president like President Tinubu right now. No shades. Honestly, no shades, bro. I'm looking at myself right now like I'm in the abroad. Bro, I could be back home doing doing very well, bro. And I promise you I won't be staying somewhere like Makoko, even though I will not be in Lekki, or I won't be on the island at all. Yo, Nigerians, I mean, I come in peace. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, this is a token, and there is more to come from me, honestly, if I ever get back to Nigeria. You understand? There's a lot we need to explore. There's a lot people don't know about what's going on in Nigeria. And you know, so help me God. So help me God. When I come back to Nigeria, I will do my best to make, you know, voices heard. It's not about me, it's not about this face, it's not about my channel. Subscribe if you want to. Love. You understand? But no, we cannot have places like Makoko in 2026. We need to stop it. God bless you all. God bless Nigeria. Amen. The end.